feel like as soon as I start streaming, I immediately am like, what about my snacks? I need to have snacks. I don't know if I necessarily need to have snacks, but let's drop this. Now I feel like a true contributor to the society. I hope all is well with everybody. Oh, let's see if we can get another one here. Okay. Let's get a snack, huh? Okay, now I can lock in. I was worried before that I couldn't lock in, but now that I have some snacks, you know, I got some spicy wings, chicken tenders with a Louisiana rub. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but if we hang out here long enough, Charlie will come and lay in her bed, so gives us a motivation. Now, yesterday or the last stream, so this is actually one of those rare times where I'm actually having contiguous streams, but if we look over here, I believe what we did was moved to, there it is. So I really liked this drawing of Chip that I came up with. I did this off stream. Kind of interesting that I must have actually been in that project. And this is a more interesting angle, but I think it might be more interesting to the audience if I match this angle, but from the front view. And if you see here, he kind of throws his head to the side. Whoop, blip, blip, whoop, blip, blip, whoop, blip, blip. And I think if we do that in the front view, even though this is pretty interesting here, this kind of what keeps happening with Chip is that he's kind of morphing in some ways. And so I want to kind of limit that by trying to stay consistent in some ways. I think it can morph a little bit. Worried about getting my whole work area all messy. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use this as a reference to determine how we're going to look at Chip straight on. And he's going to kind of throw his head to the side, and we're going to do something with these eyes. So I don't know exactly what the best way would be to do it. I guess I could import all these frames. What does this end up being? 10? Yeah, I think it's 10. 10 separate frames, and then I could do 10 frames of the other one, and it would match. I think the audience would notice that it matched. Now that would be a decent amount of work, which I'm not afraid of work. I just want to get the damn thing done. So the first step to getting it done is to eat some chicken. Now I think the first thing is kind of get an idea of what's happening. He's jumping up and he's falling down. So what I could do And I wonder if he slows down. It kind of works. I don't mind it. I like it. I think it needs a few more frames. And there's some loose frames on here. You know. But that's okay. Like there's one frame where the eye kind of pops out. That. No, it kind of works. It's actually not that bad. Okay. I should have been more bold with him jumping in the air and kind of being in the air, but that's okay. Gotta muscle through this. Okay. 10 frames. What do you guys think? Should I import it? Or should I just do it raw? Well, I know it's 10. I could keep coming back. I wonder if I could play this on a different monitor. I don't know. Let's move this over here. Gotta make sure I can't knock anything over. All right. So, let's see. Also, the interesting thing is how long will it take me to do 10 frames? These streams are generally about an hour. I did the one yesterday, the sleeping one, but I didn't put any color on them. So that's something to do. And then exhaustion here. That is a cute image, but I'm not sure that it does what I need it to do. So actually what we're gonna do is, I think we should import all of them. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna get messy. We'll see how it goes. You know, maybe it won't work. Who knows? But what I could do is so we know it's 10 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 10. So 10 frames. And then what we'll do is we'll actually put them on the side as a reference, like this. So, oops, you know what? You can't do this on the 10th frame. You got to do this on the first, you got to do it on the first frame. I don't really recommend animating in Photoshop. It's just the way I learned how to do it, and I should probably jump ship, I think. Maybe not, but for now, you know, that's where I'm at. So if we're at 1, we know these are 1s. 1. Oh, it looks like there's more than 1. Or there's more than 10. But that's okay. We're just going to do a straight up 10. So this is kind of labor intensive. Then you go to 2, and you have to get rid of 1. And you got to go to 2. Oh, where's 2? Come on now. Come on now. The heck? The heck you doing now? So that's 2. Actually, this is a pretty good idea. And then we got 3. We actually got 2.1. I wonder if I can go without that. We're just going to go with 3, do the classics. Come on now, why are these all 0%? Okay. 4. Oh my goodness. I can't do this with a mouse. I got to do it with the stylus. All right, come on now. Okay. 5. Oh. 6. 6. Oh, so there is no 7. Oh, dang. So 3 is actually 2.1. So it's actually, dang it, It's actually 2.1. 2.1. Sorry, y'all. Now we're at 3, which need to be... Got to do it right the first time. The production pipeline is just brutal, I will say. Absolutely brutal. Five, 6, 6. So then, yeah, 8 and 8 is actually 7. Wait. Whoops. 8. It's actually 7, 9. So what we'll do is we'll have this in the top right corner. This is actually going to help a lot. And then 10. So we're actually going to try to get to 10 frames. So this is a little bit of work we're going to have to do. Maybe I'll have to put some music in the background to kind of give it some mood, you know. Look at that. I got a little bit of a tan line here on my arm. That's what living in Chicago will do. Also, do I want to keep it this small? I guess it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. Got to be more cognizant of that. So yeah, let's keep this for now. And so what we have here in the top right corner is the reference to the character. Or actually, I'm making it a little bit smaller. And then we have actual animation on the left side. Oh, what happened here? It might be 1. 1's still on here. Yep, 1's still on here. 2, 1's still on here. 3, 1's still on here. 4, yep. So you got to clean this stuff up. So the first frame, for whatever reason, determines what's on every other frame. I'd like to know the theory behind that. So let's see. Look in the left corner. You actually see some animation. Look at that. So now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to match that animation, but we're going to try to match it from the front view. So actually, if we look here, I wonder if there's any way. Well, he's a little off the page, but that's okay. Okay, so he's kind of got this, I like this expression on his face. So let's start with 1. So we know that this layer wasn't working. So now we got this layer. So you could argue that at this point, his head's a little bit down. So let's try to sketch through this. Okay. We'll say 1. Maybe we got to make sure to stay organized. I'm going to keep these a certain color. We'll go magenta. Okay. Okay, here we are. We got our work cut out for us. I wouldn't mind putting some sort of... It's an interesting animation. We could probably put that in as a GIF somewhere. I should figure out how to do that. I should learn how to done do that. I should learn how to done do that. Charlie! Charlie, Charlie, Charlie! What's going to happen is she's going to try to get scritches. She's going to get denied scritches, and then remember she likes the bed. So that's the plan here. I can't believe... See, I was trying to be so good about not buying snacks, but now I want something sweet. But what I could do is I could eat some strawberries or even do a grapefruit. Let's see. Before we get started, I would like to just kind of see what's going on online. That's why you come to this stream, right? To watch me watch content that you can't see. What a great channel. People are like, this is incredible. You got to see this guy. You got to see him to believe it. You wouldn't believe it. He didn't do anything he said he was going to do. Born poor. Okay. Defend the castle. Ooh, some music. Ooh, I like this. Defend the castle music. Some of these AI pieces of art are incredible. You know, it is sad when people are completely dependent on it, but when they remix that stuff up, I mean, rap's all remixed up. I mean, how is AI not going to work? We've already opened up Pandora's box. Nice chillness. How far are we in? 15 minutes in? Sorry, I gotta kind of get an idea of what I'm gonna do before I draw. I don't have to say sorry. This is my stream. If you look at the border of the ceiling, I gotta get a ladder to touch that up. I guess I never expected to be pointing the camera up there. But yeah, I can't do that without a nice size ladder. These ceilings are pretty high. They're like 12 feet high. I got an air fryer for Christmas from my mom, and oh my god, my life is just pretty good because I really love the texture of fried food, and I always had to pay someone to make it for me, and it was always a pretty decent premium. And I think the air fryer is saving me like $200 or $300 a month. So I'm very thankful. Getting stronger. Independence. Good. God, I don't care what's going on the news. Maybe we should let people know in Discord that I'm streaming. Maybe someone will care. Gosh. Does anybody ever put flavors in their water? Let me get one more snack. Because you know how it goes. Then you know, if you guys think this stuff's boring, then just skip ahead. Because then we're about to grind out, baby. Come on, Charlie, come hang out on the stream. Charlie girl. Charlie. Well, maybe she'll go up there, maybe she won't. It's hard to know. You know what also might help too is watching these streams. Kind of give me an idea of what's working and what's not working. Like, for example, does this music even sound remotely good by the time it ends up on, you know, another device? I love this penguin character they use too. I'm just gonna peel myself a grapefruit. Sorry, I kind of like am feeling lunch, but then I found some time. I will say this, you know, interesting enough. I don't know if it's not interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. There she goes. See, she's coming up. There you go, Charlie. People are happy to see you. But I've been doing a lot of work on being more efficient because I've been gone for quite a while. And mostly it's because, you know, I'm in grad school and there's a lot of requirements. But oftentimes, that doesn't mean that I'm always doing grad school. Like right now, I consider this animation time, and I'm not currently animating at the moment, right? So until I'm done with grad school, I'm always gonna have things to anticipate. So I'm gonna need to figure out how to be more efficient with the time that I have. It'd be interesting to hear how this sounds. Actually, let's test it out. Let's see what it sounds like. So until I'm done with grad school, I'm always gonna have things to anticipate. So I'm gonna need to figure out how to be more efficient. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's actually pretty good. But anyway, what was I saying? So I want to have the graphic novel done by the end of spring, or maybe the beginning of spring. That's when I want to launch it. And this animation I'd like to have done by, gosh, what should I do? What do you think, Charlie? I guess whenever it's done. I don't know if I can really put a time frame on it. Because when I put time frames on it, it causes issues. It causes a sense of urgency that makes the project worse. So I need to define what success looks like in individual sessions. I should rename the stream Man Eats a Grapefruit. I feel like, what is it, noon? A nice long stream would probably be good for the channel. A decent little session. So what I do with grapefruits is I peel the skin off and I eat just the pulp. Just the pulp. Just the pulp. Charlie looks like a little turkey. Or rotisserie chicken. When cats sit like that, it looks like a rotisserie chicken to me. That's why I call her Chicken Girl. Right, Chicken Girl? She's a little chicken girl living in her chicken world. Yeah. Alright. It's a bummer, no Gray Fox. There was no Gray Fox last stream either. He adds a lot to these streams. Nonetheless, we will power through. Okay. Kind of throws his head back. So let's try to match these shots. So I like this base here, but we may have to do something else for one. So if we look at this, I would say the head is down. The head is definitely down. And he's doing, say like this. This is basically an even head, but he's kind of off to the side, I guess, like this. Maybe not an even head. You would probably say the mouth is like this. And then you would say the eye really pops almost like this. Ooh, feels good to draw. All right, getting some work done. I think that would do it, and then the ears kind of come off like this. So I might have to make this a little smaller. And at this point, the butt is up above. The head is so big. Maybe something like this. We might have to make it a little bit smaller to make it fit. Okay, now he's kind of leaning to the side. I kind of wanted a straight on shot. I like the real even straight on stuff. So far, no comments. All right. Paying the price for not being consistent, huh? No one probably even knows I'm up. That's all right. That's all right. Because not only do we want to cover this, we also want him to start getting tired. So I wonder what that would even look like. There's a big difference between dreaming and executing. I think this is dreaming and executing. There we go. It's a pretty good one. Okay. Okay, so let's get back here. We'll bring one up, but now we're at 2. So it looks like he goes up a little bit, right? So he's like bit, head down, head comes up. So the head's gonna come up a little bit. So the distance we have here is about from here, whoops. So going based on the mouth, it's the distance from here to there. So let's hold on to that. Remember that we need to apply that to everything. So even the eye here. So maybe what we should do, you know what, that might be the wrong path then. We're learning, we're all learning together. You guys can see my mistakes and I can see your mistakes. Make sure to email your mistakes at conformityfarm.com. Is there other music? Medieval Celtic. Okay. Love thyself. Too much skin. I'm excited for him to throw his head back. I kind of want to jump to that frame. That might be the better way. The straight ahead method can get some really amazing outcomes, but it doesn't guarantee success. What guarantees success is keyframing. And that's the route I have to take, unfortunately. As a creative person, I love to do the straight ahead. But I know enough to know it's not going to go well. Maybe we'll keep him, we won't actually move him up and down. We'll keep him where he's at, and then I'll do that in After Effects. I'll just move it up and down then. Oh, it worked. Cool. Exciting. The butt's now a little bit lower. The head's a little bit higher. There it is. I always wondered how these lines would work. They work really well for this. I think the eye line is really actually more like this. I feel like I'm watching Braveheart. What is it, Charlie? No, don't try to get in my lap. Oh, that smell of grapefruit is strong to her. Getting there, baby. That's 6. Okay, we're getting there. I want to throw the mouth around. It's going to be an interesting stream for that. If you're watching this stream retroactively, please leave a comment. Give me a suggestion on things I should listen to, or just say hi. Anything like that makes this all worth it. That's why it would be better than just sitting at not on stream. What is it, Charlie? Gonna have to make those paws a little bit smaller. It's funny that I do such cute stuff. It's interesting too because every frame is an intellectual, you know what I mean, assignment, if you will. So it's nice to have governors on it. Ooh, I can't listen to CKY. Someone will pop me. Riffcasters. Oh, also, if you're watching this, give me a like, give me some sort of comment, and you know what they say, subscribe. I mean, if you're interested in seeing more of this, don't subscribe if you're not on, if you're not into it. I get it. I don't subscribe a ton. That's pretty cool. Charlie, Charlie. Oh, she's gonna come try to sit in my lap. Do I get any more grapefruit? I do. Boy, do I love me some grapefruit. Charlie, you're blocking the camera, Charlie girl. She doesn't like the smell of grapefruit. I think the acidity is too strong. She loves it when I stay home. Don't you, Charlie? That's your favorite. Generally, I'm gone all day. And she's got to find a bunch of places to sleep. I bet if I recorded this apartment, she just sleeps over here, sleeps over there. I mean, how could she do anything else? My cat's secretly a troll. She goes online and trolls dogs, dog accounts.
Basketball's kind of always been easy to me. I mean, there's different levels to it, but I just feel like when I get on the floor and I got the ball in my hand, I'm getting it wherever I want to go on the floor.
The NBA game was weirdly easier for you.
It was easier, but I don't want to sound like an asshole because the NBA is difficult.
Yeah.
Them dudes are monsters.
Yeah.
But yeah, the spacing is different. Most NBA is a pick and roll game, right? And the defense should be played the same if it's played the correct way. So the guys should be where they are. And as a point guard, you should know if I'm coming off a side pick and roll, this guy in the ball side corner defensively, he's got to slide in there and take the roll man. And if he don't, then that roll man's a dump. But now the pass that everybody wants to give up in the pick and roll defense is that guy slide in, is the pass way back over there, where they're not quick enough to react to this little quick pass. Basketball's kind of always been easy to me. I mean, there's different levels to it, but I just feel like when I get on the
Man, Jason Williams has been all over my feed. Gandalf studying. Ooh. I want to study with Gandalf. You know what's funny? The beginning of my streaming years ago, I didn't even have a camera. Now I got two. Should probably just get a third one in there. I feel like this is someone else's music, though. Futuristic work music. Oh, it goes to 8, though. Oh. So this one, the face kind of goes to the side. I wonder if that's going to work. It was getting a little brutal here. Little brutality. I also think the legs are a little bit higher. This is a rough one. Not as bad. Okay. And then what is 10? 10's an interesting one. So they're up here. Okay, so 10 is like base. We're about to leap out of this. So why don't we just go ahead and get 1 up? Because we're looping down to 1. It's a little rough. Let's see how it turns out. So let's take the head jerk out. Let's take the head jerk and try to add on the other both sides of that because we want to end up over here. And then head back to normal, yeah. Well, if we need to add more frames, we could always add more frames. Not bad. These references help a lot. Okay, let's see how 8 looks. So it's somewhere in between these two. We got to build a 9. I don't care what anyone thinks. Animation is pretty cool. I mean, what a magical thing. I'm bringing something to life. I mean, don't get me wrong, AI is really impressive. It's more efficient than me, but the fact that I can bring things out of my brain, like, that's a privilege. I don't like the heavy bass. It's like bam, 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 bam. And it's not the song. The song's fine. It's just the speakers. The funny thing is, if I start working on the browser, the animation stops, which is kind of a bummer, but chill. Revenge of the Synth. We're already 1 hour in. I imagine this will probably take 2 more hours to finish. This and that, and then I'll have to figure out a way to do a sequence of him getting really tired. Or maybe it's just a close-up on the eyes and he starts getting really tired. I'm really not sure. Marco Rubio tackles ridiculous questions from reporters. Oh, interesting. Do not recommend channel. Politics is coming our way no matter what, so I don't really need it to be suggested to me. Hey, ladies, what is this? Someone's podcast? No thanks. Fantasy music for studying or relaxation. Well, we're not really necessarily looking for relaxation, but Oh, wow, what a nice text message. Definitely didn't expect that. Got a really nice text message. All right, man. Pretty nice. Okay. Oh my god. See, I should stay off my phone. It definitely sucks me in. Okay, this music's kind of sad. I do like the villain arc stuff. So we still need 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. Then we can start cleaning it up. He doesn't really whip his head around like as much as I wanted. He kind of just turns it to the side a little bit. So I might need to, hold on. I love the intensity of the music, but... See, he kind of just moves his head to the side just a little bit. So maybe we'll throw some more frames in there. This might end up being larger than 10 frames, I don't know. I might go to 16. 10 is kind of a clunky number, really. Man, I had to read that text message a couple times. Someone sent me a really nice text message. It was a bro, too, if anybody was wondering. It was not a lady. Ladies say nice things, too. Okay, what do we got here? So then we're going here, here. Okay. Let's do 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we can count it down. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do these as straight ahead. So his head comes up a little bit. Okay, that's a really rough one. But at least we got something in the box. Oh, this is where the head goes up. This is a big jump. There's 3. Got to get them ears in there, maybe. That's kind of a funny one. So even higher than this on 4. So we're not going to make it go higher by just making them higher. What we'll do is we'll just keep adding to this. I like this song. I like this song. All right, let's run it. Let's see how it looks. This would be a 5-4. Get rid of 4 here. Okay, we just got one more that's got to come through. Let's see what we got. There you go, guys. I mean, one more. Something with these back legs isn't working, so I have to get back in there. I might have to throw some more frames in the head throw. I like it. It gives character. So I think 5 is more of a return to normal. Because where are we at here? 6. Whoops. All right, we're gonna have to get in here and clean some stuff up, but all right, let's see the first dry run of our work today. Yeah, something raw is going on with the hands or the paws. I might have to jump in there and add some more frames. Once I get the paws consistent, we'll have a good thing going. This music's a little loud. Yeah, we're gonna have to clean this up a little bit, but the nice thing is I'm definitely pretty happy with this. Let's look at it a little bit. What do we got going on here? The paw gets really big, so we want some consistency in those front paws. So what we can really do at this point is we can start really tightening in on things, because I did a big overall with this. One, we should probably make it a little bit smaller so it can fit on the canvas. And so we can kind of catch on with these ears. But also the head kind of just whips to the side. I don't know if I really want to do that. I think I might, like I said, kind of smooth this out a little bit. Yeah, let's add a few frames to this. I wonder how many people are actually doing run cycles nowadays on YouTube. Can't be a ton. Sorry, you gotta get off the phone. You never know. Where are we at here? We're still in the first hour. It's amazing what can be accomplished in an hour. That's very exciting, if you ask me. Robert Duvall passed away. Wow. Robert Duvall passed away at 95 years old. That's a ripe old age. Man, that's a bummer. Man, I love Robert Duvall. Okay. Okay, let's get our ducks in a row. It's not bad. I feel like I could technically go with this, but we can do better. Gotta have a reason to bring people to the yard, you know? And one way would be to have interesting looking animation. So that paw comes up and down, up, down, up, down. The run kind of times with the music. So let's see what we got here. This one. Then his paws flip up, up. Then they get real big right here. So we don't want to do that. It's a 6. Yeah. stay consistent with the size. Okay. Okay, I like that. All right, let's see how it goes. Yeah, that's a lot better already. Something's going. This kind of reminds me of a Bill Plimpton animation, except for his are better. I don't think this arm flip helps. Maybe we'll do this. Ooh, that one's messy. Yeah, why did that morph so much? Not loving it. Ooh, see, yeah, this feels like this morphing a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. Not great. So doing a little bit of cleanup. Okay, first off, what I want to do is I want to make this a little bit smaller. Ooh, whoops. Such a bummer. I have to do it this way. Oh, come on. Yeah, that jerk to the side kind of just happens. Either do it or don't do it, I guess. I say do it because it'll give it more personality. Yeah, he just kind of goes, ah, 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 ah. Also, let's do the ears, so let's get through it and do some clean ears. Maybe we do one last, because this is such a bummer to set this up. Yeah, I think the ears can disappear at this point. Same here. Yeah, we'll get the behinds later. There's the secret. Alright, let's see. Load it up, baby. That head turn is just very taxing. We could basically be done right now if, well, not right now, but it would be done with this portion if, where does it disappear? There's this 3. There needs to be some sort of hangover. Pretty rough. I can feel my amateurness a little bit. Not adding a lot of bounce to what I'm doing. Well, that doesn't work either. This frame is butt ugly. So we need a 6.1. Interesting. Okay, we want to go somewhere in between here. Which one's which? Is this 7? Yeah, how the fuck? Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh, actually, that kind of works. Oh, that's a lot smoother, isn't it? That's the first time I ever used that kind of frame. I want to show you guys something. Look at what I did here. That's my in-between. So that's actually in between the eye shifting. So what I did was I just kind of morphed it and it made it a little bit smoother. I know of this technique, but I've never tried it before. So let's see what's going on with these feet. Let's look at these back feet. Up in the air, a little bit down, down. Yeah, it kind of works. It's not going to win any awards, but it does what we needed it to do. Where are we at here? Just under 2 hours. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer. So I have him sleeping. Oh, it's 60 degrees out. No wonder no one's watching my stream. Pretty good. Kind of tempted to go to the gym. Maybe we'll come back and smooth it out. He's still kind of, ugh. A little bit of a morphing. Yeah, really rough. Maybe it'll work better once I put them in motion. Maybe we could do the same thing for coming back here. Yeah, I think this one's really messed up, this 9. Maybe we should do a 9.1. Because these feet should be down. The fact that the feet go up doesn't really help us at all. We'll do the same thing we did with that other one. See if we can get this to work. Now let's see if this works. Yeah, I like the style of it. Not too bad. I think it's time to add some color to it and maybe get some keyframes in it. I don't think we need the references either. I could probably pull the training wheels off and just go on my own. Oh, look, I got a like. Looks like someone's watching. Oh, we got Corey. Loves seeing you get some Monday work in. Hell yeah. Well, it is also President's Day. Therefore, I'm off and I want to be productive. Thank you for the like, Corey. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm warming up some coffee. Where are we at here? How long would it take me to color this? I don't know. We'll see. Got some coffee, so I'll switch it. Love seeing you getting in. I'll switch it. Love seeing you getting that holiday work in. Yeah, thanks, man. Maybe when he comes down, we could do another one of those. I say, you know, honestly, it'd probably just be better to just do keyframes. So actually, we got what? Let's keep notes of what we got. This is where it can get very messy. So I think I got a 2.1 and a 9.1. Yeah, 2.1 and a 9.1, which just means I added one more than the keyframes. Let me see that coffee mug. This is a WeWork coffee mug. Yeah, WeWork, and then it says always do what you love. I think I probably got this at a Goodwill. Okay. All right, let's do some keyframes, huh? Yeah, you're a big note guy. Yeah, I have notes everywhere. I think I want to add another camera. A camera maybe shooting down at my desk. Oh, I thought that was the same one, but I was wrong. You thought it was the same what? Coffee mug? Coffee mug. Oh, you have I love the top down shot. Would be cool to see your hands. Yeah, I think you're right. Like maybe a camera above shooting down at the tablet would be a good one. And yeah, I don't know if I would even need to do another one. Maybe one from above everything, I guess. Because I really don't have anything to hide. I guess just sometimes like my credit card's out. Sometimes, you know, I have personal stuff out and I just don't want that to be on record. Okay. Or do the one and then delete one from every... Ah, this is what makes it such a bummer. I gotta go through this whole thing. Okay, that's rough, but we did it. Looks goofy. Good luck with the live stream drawing session. I gotta drop off my mail-in ballot and print some docs. Catch it later if you're still on. Interesting. Doing a mail-in ballot. Okay. Okay. So that's 2. Okay. Little something or another going on here. Let's find some music. Dark net. What does that even mean? Dark net. Cosmic drift. 4 hours of cosmic drift. Okay. I love watching this go through a repetition. But I can't watch it the same time as you guys. I actually watch it at a different timing. And it's kind of doing that a little too much. But that's okay. I kind of like that style. It's a cool style. Oh my goodness. I want to go to the gym. We'll get these cleanups done, and then I'm going to go to the gym for a little while. And I'll probably have to come back and do my homework, actually. I can maybe stream again in the evening if I know what shot I'm going to do. Okay. Kind of ended up doing something I didn't want it to do, but that's okay. Whatever. Don't want to get all tangled up over it. There we go. Maybe it'd be almost better if he puts his head back and forth like this way and that way. Maybe this way, that way. Yeah, animation's pretty cool. Where are we at here? A little over 2.5 hours. Not a bad stream. I might come back and do some more. Color it or come up with another clip that needs to be animated. But this is, so what we did was we used references. I got the angle that I wanted and kind of worked out until we got something. It's fine. It's not the best thing ever. I think maybe back and forth would have been good. But I have other things that I got to get done. And so I'll revisit this, or I'll look at the graphic novel and start to figure out what I'm going to do with the graphic novel. Maybe get some writing done on the graphic novel. I'm really not sure. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. So thanks for hanging out. If you like it, please, if you have any questions or anything like that, just leave it in the comments. Engage my videos so that more people can see it and